You need to be passionate about what you're doing. But not just passion, you need to also have the good customer service. You need to be, you need to be well approachable as well. Be consistent at what you do and always be the best at what you do. I believe in whatever you're doing, whatever your hands are doing, be the best at it, Because people just see what it is now, sometimes they're like, oh, I like what they're doing, I want to copy it. Sometimes you need to understand the journey because it didn't just happen like that. Yeah. We won't do any services that we cannot fully vouch for, and that's why I feel like sometimes some small businesses, because they see things are happening and things are popping, they don't know how to say no. Find your niche, stick to it and do it well.
Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Career Series powered by MTN. I'm your host, Adeze Adwaka. Now, today's episode is very unique and different because I have two beautiful ladies joining me. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Tayo and Tola Alakija of the Triplets Studios. Now, the Triplets Studios is the biggest one-stop shop in Nigeria. They have a spa, a fashion line or a fashion house. They have, where they do lash extensions. They have a cafe, you name it. Ladies and gentlemen, join me as I welcome Tola and Tayo Alakija. Guys!
Thank
now you guys are triplets. One person is missing. Where's Tope?
She traveled.
She traveled. Good to have you guys here joining me on today's episode.
Thank you.
Okay, so I think the first question I'm going to ask you guys, because I really love you guys. I mean, triplets, the whole story behind the whole thing, three sisters coming together to start off a beauty business. Now tell us the story behind that. How did you guys start? What brought about you guys coming together to start a business? Just tell us everything about it. We want to know.
Okay. Are you sure you want to know?
Of course.
So it's a long story, but I'll try and keep it short and simple.
Okay.
So we originally were born in the UK from London.
Okay.
And we grew up very close. We're very close with each other. From a young age, I guess we've always had the hustling spirit. We didn't grow up from like a rich background or a posh background, nothing at all, So we've always had it in us just to do better for ourselves and just to reach for the stars with every opportunity we get. So from a young age, we in our secondary school, we used to like sell snacks. And now thinking about it, that was where the actual business mind stemmed from.
Interesting.
So because we were very much into fashion, looking well. So we always wanted to make that extra money on the side. And we did that through selling snacks to our peers and it worked.
Okay.
So that was where we first had the business initiative.
Okay.
And we decided to create a clothing brand because we like dressing up. It was something that we were really passionate about.
Okay, so the clothing brand was the first business that you guys started proper?
Correct.
Official, okay.
Correct. Okay. That was what initiated the move to Nigeria.
Okay.
So we had the brand at the same time as our career jobs.
Okay.
Our careers were actually health professionals.
The three of you?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I'm an occupational therapist.
Okay.
I'm a radiotherapist as well, so I used to treat cancer patients using radiation.
Oh, nice. Interesting.
Completely different.
Oh, okay.
I do now. And Topper's into social work.
Okay.
So alongside with our 9-to-5 jobs, our career, we developed a clothing brand in 2017 where we launched our first clothing brand. And that was where it stemmed off from. Funny enough, we actually sent a message to Lisa Falario.
Okay.
And we didn't know her or nothing. She was one of our inspirations in Nigeria.
Okay.
And then I will never forget this day. Tayo came back and was like, oh my gosh, Lisa Falario replied back to my DM. She replied back to my DM. And she agreed on meeting us in February of 2017. And so fast forward, we actually met her. We showed her our designs. We told her who we were, what we were about, and she loved it. And from then, she gave us so much encouragement. Okay. Not that we didn't have the encouragement from our family, but sometimes you need to hear from a different person.
Especially someone you look up to.
Exactly. So that really stemmed off our fashion career.
Okay.
And then we decided to move back to Lagos and actually build what's it called?
Other businesses?
No, our actual factory. That's
Okay, a factory. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So we decided to
factory for the clothing brand.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's where we started. So we started off with 2 machines, and we had 2 tailors, and we used to just pay their salaries from our personal savings.
Small
I would never
beginnings.
forget that. Yeah. So we had the factory in one of our houses, in one of our rooms.
Okay.
We had a free bedroom in Lekki, and we had our one of the rooms was our factory. So that's how it started.
Staff retention is a very big challenge for, beauty businesses here in Nigeria. How have you guys been able to navigate through that challenge?
So staff retention, yes, you're right. Like you rightly said, is a big problem in Nigeria. But by the grace of God, we haven't really had to deal with much of it to a certain extent.
Okay.
And I think the secrets behind it would just be, first of all, God's grace. God's grace is above all. Secondly, I think what we tend to do a lot, we are examples to our staff.
Okay.
So what we say, we don't just talk, we preach it. We actually do it. They can see us do it. We practice what we preach. We do regular staff training, on the job training. Okay. Sometimes if something's happening with a customer right there and then, and I don't like it, sometimes I would tell them immediately, even in front of the customer.
I see, don't worry.
Because sometimes that's the best way to teach staff, It's not just behind closed doors, also practicality when the customer's there in reality, So we like to be real, we like to be direct, we like to be straightforward. So definitely in the training, behind closed doors, on the job, and also being an example to staff. Another thing which we do and which we preach a lot is that we like it to be a happy place.
Okay.
So we have a strong staff culture where we have lots of different visions and lots of different ideologies that we teach.
Okay.
One of the things that we really preach is that, if you're not happy, it's not by force.
Yeah.
It's not by force. Yeah. At the end of the day, you need to be happy, but at the end of the day, it's a job, right?
You have to work still.
You have to work. It doesn't mean you're going to be sleeping forever.
Yeah.
You have to work. But at the same time, try to enjoy it. And that's where passion comes in as well. You need to be passionate about what you're doing. But not just passion. You need to also have the good customer service. You need to be, you need to be well approachable as well. But back to the question, I don't want to digress.
Okay.
We really do a lot of staff training and we like it to be an enjoyable place, and we have certain things in place. We have certain structures in place now that's standard practice. So for example, we celebrate our staff quite often, especially on their birthdays. We have a structure that everyone has a cake for their birthday. Everyone comes together and sings the happy birthday. It's the small things, but it does go a long way.
It matters, yeah.
We've had staff say, I've never been celebrated before. I've never had a cake before. I've never had a party before, So we tend to celebrate, because I don't play with my birthday. So we like to appreciate staff a lot. Not just birthdays, certain things, promotions. We do a lot of in-house promotions. For example, I have a staff member who started as a cleaner. She's now a facilities manager. She's on times 3 of what she was,
That's cool.
So we tend to reward loyalty as well. We recognize loyalty, but at the same time we also preach, don't get too entitled. Just because you've been there for 3 years, 3 is just a number.
True.
At the end of the day, we're doing our part. We're paying you on time. And we like to do things properly so that we can boast and say, you know what, I pay you your salary on time.
And you're
so
doing
I don't
your job
expect
still.
less from you.
Yeah.
So do your job, know. And we just try to make it a fun environment for people to really feel free. We try to be approachable to our staff. You can come and speak to us. But that was in the beginning, actually. With growth, with time, we've got a HR in place now.
So they can go speak to the HR.
Exactly. So it was very needful that we had that structure in place where, they go through the HR,
well, that's good. I don't think I've had any small business have a HR. Most of them don't. I don't think they, maybe a manager, but not a HR. That's good.
I think it probably happened in our second year of running it.
Okay.
Because then we realized, we can't be dealing with certain things, especially as a CEO.
It's too much for you guys.
It's too much. It's overwhelming. And also there's that boundary that needs to be
true. So they don't see you finish.
Exactly. You don't need to be calling me for any small reason.
True. True.
So we've definitely put some structure in place, but that happens over time.
Okay. I love how you guys have expanded, right? You guys have a one-stop shop. There's a salon there. You guys have a nail salon as well. You guys do drinks. You guys do food. There's pepper soup. I mean, it's just a lot, right? Now, a lot of people or business owners want to have something like that, right? But then they keep making these mistakes now. What is the advice that you give to small business owners who want to expand just like you guys?
I would say sticking to your niche, you know, knowing exactly what you're doing, having a vision and sticking to it. Because a lot of people look right and look left and they get lost.
They're confused.
So once you stick to your niche, be consistent at what you do and always be the best at what you do. I believe in whatever you're doing, whatever your hands are doing, be the best at it, you know.
So this question goes to Tola.
I wanted to add to that question though.
You always have something to add. Bring it on. I want to hear it. Yeah.
So what I was going to say is that because people just see what it is now, sometimes they're like, oh, I like what they're doing. I want to copy it straight away. Which is fine. But sometimes you need to understand the journey because it didn't just happen like that.
Yeah.
People didn't see where it just started as a clothing brand. So we perfected that and then we added on things naturally, not because we wanted to copy, and also it's something that is very personal to us. So we won't sell or we won't do any services that we cannot fully vouch for, you know? And that's why I feel like sometimes some small businesses, because they see things are happening and things are popping, they don't know how to say, no, I'm not going to do this.
True.
I'm going to just stick to what I know. For example, we could have gone into the, lip fillers, into injectables. I mean, there's money there now,
Yeah,
you know?
true.
But it's not about that. It's about what we can preach.
Yeah.
Do I do it? Can I?
Do you have a passion for it as well?
Do I have a passion for it? And can I vouch for it? Okay, this is what I've done and it works for me. Or is it just a business thing that's making me money and I'm going to do it? So it's just really about staying true to yourself and knowing when to say no and not having, you don't have to do every single thing. So like what she said, find your niche, stick to it and do it well. And, everything will come, everything will add bit by bit.
Nice. Thank you for sharing. Now, let me just quickly go in there. What is the major challenge? Because we've been talking about how good things have been going. We haven't really talked about, there are always challenges in business, right? Yeah. What is the major challenge that you guys have had so far having this business? And how have you guys been able to overcome it?
The major challenge, well, there's a few challenges, right?
Okay.
Even though we've spoke about staff retention, that can still be a challenge as well.
Okay.
But it's how we overcome it and how we try to avoid it. But I guess the major challenge with having a business in Nigeria are the things that you least expect. The things that you cannot control.
Okay.
And how you manage those things.
Like electricity.
Exactly.
Why did you just say electricity?
I was going there. I was going there. So, in the middle of a full-blown, operations, you're dealing with customers and then the light just turns off. How manage? There's an issue. We serviced a gen 2 days ago. What's the issue? So those things are out of our control.
Yeah.
So it's about thinking forward, how to, consult all the customers. Oh, I'm so sorry. This is the situation at hand. Being transparent. At the end of the day, people just want to know what's going on.
Well done, girls. You guys have really shared a lot today. I took home a lot of tips and I'm sure those who are watching have taken a lot of tips as well. Thank you so much for joining me on this segment. So we're going to take a quick break and then when we're back, it's time for Mogul Monikers. Yay, I'm excited. Hey guys, welcome to the Mogul Monikers segment. Now it's all fun and games because in this segment, I get to, question my guests and describe famous entrepreneurs and it's their job to give me their names. Now, are you guys ready?
I think so.
We'll try.
You guys are ready, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys 2 questions each and you have 10 seconds to answer them correctly, right? So who is going to start?
I'll start.
You start?
Yeah.
Okay. So pick a number from 1 to 10.
1.
1.
Number 1.
Okay. Okay, so this innovator is often called the father of modern physics and formulated the theory of relativity. Who is this influential figure?
Physics.
It's very popular. Starts with an A. I'm giving you guys clues now. So your time starts now. I'm giving you guys a clue. Watch my lips.
Arnold.
Einstein. Einstein. I don't know the surname.
Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein.
Yes. So I'm going to give you guys that. That question was for you, though. For sisters help sisters. Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's fine. So your question now. So pick a number from 1 to 10. You have 10 seconds.
7.
7. Okay. This innovator, often associated with electric cars and renewable energy, founded a company with a mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy. Can you name this entrepreneur?
What's Tesla's owner now?
Yes, Tesla's owner.
I don't know the names though. Tesla.
Your 10 seconds is over. It's over.
Tesla's owner.
Yeah. Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh.
I will still give it to you guys. No, so 2 marks. 2 marks. 2 marks.
Thank
right?
you.
Okay, so
You're kind.
yeah, I'm a kind host. So Taya, last question. Pick another number from 1 to 10.
Let's go with 4.
4, okay. Described as Africa's most successful woman, rated as one of the 25 most powerful women in global television by The Hollywood Reporter. Who is this woman? Yes. Africa.
Okay,
successful television.
Television.
Oh, Mo.
Yes, that's correct. Voodoo, correct. That's correct. Well done. Okay, last question for you, Tola.
Okay. 10.
10. Okay.
No? Okay, no, let me change that.
Okay, change.
That.
Feel free, change.
5.
5, okay. He is the founder and CEO of Iroko TV, a Nigerian millionaire and internet entrepreneur. Founder of the popular home video platform Iroko TV.
I'm so sorry. No offense.
You don't know?
I don't watch TV like
You
that,
don't?
so I actually don't know.
That's fine.
Yeah.
It's Jason and Joko. That's the answer.
Okay.
So clap for me then. Since you know.
Thank you.
Okay, guys. All right, so that's it for this one, and we're gonna move over to the pictorial segment. So I'm going to be showing you 3 photos, and they're all related to one word, right? So you just give me the word. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
So think business owners, entrepreneurs and all. So who am I going to start with?
Start with Tola.
Tola. Okay. So Tola, take a look at that and tell me. It's the confusion in her face, guys.
Physics. I don't.
Okay, so let me describe it for you.
first?
So this is economics, right? You can tell, and this is a scarf, a lady scarf. Who wears this scarf? Tola.
Let me say a lady, right?
Yes, a lady. She wears that scarf always, all the time. That's like her signature. Your 10 seconds is almost over.
I'm so sorry. That's not my field, so I don't know.
Okay. So I'm not gonna give you that one. So it's Okonjo-Iweala. She always wears a scarf. Economics, all that. So yeah. So you didn't get that one.
No, unfortunately.
See, it's because I like you people. Okay, so this one is easy, right? Okay, so let's take this one.
Oh.
African giant, Burnable.
Ooh, yes, that's it. Correct. Correct. Okay. So this one's for you. Just take it. It's yours. All yours.
Runner.
That's a boat.
A boat. Oh, okay. Usain Bolt.
Yes. Correct. Did you guys have fun?
Yes, it was good.
Yeah,
Yes,
I mean, I had
really
fun
nice.
too.
We
guys,
learned as well.
Yeah. I mean, I learned more than you guys. I mean, taking back so many tips from you guys today. Well done, girls. I had so much fun on this segment. Thank you so much for joining me on this particular episode. We hope to get you again or bring you again on next season. Would you like to come again for next season?
Sure.
All right, guys, that's it for us on this segment. And thank you so much. I'm going to say thank you to Tayo and Tola for joining us on this particular episode. And when we come back, it's time for our trivia games. Hey guys, welcome to our trivia games segment. And on to today's trivia question. What landmark innovation by Alexander Graham Bell revolutionized communication by transmitting voice signals over a distance? Get the answer correctly and you'll be taking home an amazing prize courtesy MTN. Now we have come to the end of yet another exciting episode of the Career Series. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at MTN Nigeria, and also don't forget to follow us on all our social media handles at MTN NG. I'm your host, Adeze Aduaka, and until the next episode, do have a lovely time. Bye!